I'm on a mission to top a local with every single leader in the One Piece TCG. And at the start of this recording, Op-13 has just dropped, so we're going to do a speedrun of every single leader, starting with Bonnie. Game 1 starts, and I believe I won the dice roll, so I end up taking second. Not really sure what he wants to do. This is a Sakazuki deck. Haven't seen Sakazuki in quite a while, but since he's gotten unbanned, this is the first time I think we've seen him. Yeah, so he went first. He searched, pulled something out, used leader effect to basically pitch and filter. I go at 2 Dawn. I'm looking to see, I'm trying to figure out what this Morgan does here. I end up, when he played his Morgan, I have to pitch something. I ended up passing on my first turn. So then now at 4 Dawn, I end up playing a Bonnie, using leader effect to be able to swing in and use Bonnie, the character card, to make him see what he wants to do. He ends up taking it, plays a Kuzan, swings in again. I think I block out with a 2K. Now at 6 Dawn, I drop a Searcher, kind of digging for my pieces, getting Onami. Debating what I want to do now that I have like about 5 Dawn here. I put 2 on Bonnie, 1 on the Bonnie character, put the rest on Bonnie character with Onami on board, so I vanish, so he just loses that card. I then get to draw 2, trash 1, thanks to the Bonnie character card. That card's just sitting up. I end up trashing this 9 cost Bonnie because I think I already had like 2 in my hand. He ends up bottom decking my Bonnie character and my other card that I had on board, leaving me just with an Onami. Drops a Sengoku to search, gets his card. If you want, feel free to slow down the video at any point to be able to see more of the games, but since we're speedrunning, I want to just make sure I get all the matches in as best I can and be able to keep going. I end up dropping a Boa here, basically freezing his character from attacking. I believe I picked his Kuzan just so he couldn't draw more cards, so then I just swing all in again. He's down to 1 life. He hasn't even touched, or I think he took 1 life from me so far, but as you can see, I kind of have a pretty full hand right now. I think I have like 6-7 cards in hand still. He's got, 2 really weak cards. He uses, I think it's 6 Dawn to play this 6-7 character out. Blue Vortex my Boa. Doesn't even really matter though, because now that he's at 1 life, I basically just drop this Bonnie. That's kind of the key strategy here, and he has to eat his last life. I put my last 3 on Bonnie. I swing in and got it. Game 2, and we are playing against Kobe here. I didn't say this in the beginning, but I actually did test out Bonnie 2 other times here, so this is the 3rd attempt. The first 2 times we really didn't have the completed deck, so it's the first time with the deck completed. I believe we end up beating him in the dice roll, so we take second from him. He searches here. But yeah, so I really didn't have the Boas and I didn't have the 9 cost, but I still counted them, just figured didn't show it. But essentially this is the 3rd attempt here, so kind of know the deck a little bit now after playing it to 2 other locals. On my turn, basically drop on 4 Dawn, the Onami passed on my 2nd turn, basically swing in. I think he took that. He's down to 2 life already here. Really just playing out searchers here, trying to really dig for his bigger pieces. Hasn't touched my life just yet here. I end up dropping the Robin. That's what gets him down to 2 pretty easily here. He ends up Helmeppoing, bringing out his Kobe, swinging in at me. I end up protecting my board a bit here, but then end up taking a life, got a trigger off, got the S-Snake, and can basically make it so that a character can't attack. And so now it's our turn. We're at 8 Dawn. I'm going to swing into his searchers just to make sure they can't really do much here. Debating what I want to do. He's got 2 life to my 3. End up playing the Bonnie here just to be able to start getting more cards and filtering out, making it really good. Put 1 on her so I can get her effect. Debating how much I want to put on my Bonnie leader, but just end up first seeing what he does with the Robin. Swing 7 at him. He takes, which allows me to draw 2, trash 1. I end up trashing another Boa. Or a Boa, I guess, for the first one in this match. And then I just put the rest on Bonnie just to swing in to get him at no life. He ends up, I think that's the, I forget the event that it was, but basically he minus my characters pretty weak, get my board down low. Feeling pretty good though because he's got no life here. Just end up putting everything else onto Bonnie and end up getting game because he can't save himself. Or actually, I don't think I get game here. I think he gave me everything, basically. Yeah, he did give me everything to survive those 2 attacks, and he just doesn't have enough here. He doesn't have enough swings or attacks, so I end up getting the game right there. Game 3 starts, and we are now guaranteed at least 2nd place here. just based on the number of players that there were at this local here. So in the finals, we're playing against a red-green Sabo, something you'll see us play here in just a little bit. So I kind of know how to play against this deck, but looking to see what we want to do here. We end up losing the dice roll, so he takes second from us. So we still had something to play on two. No, I think we won this dice roll. Yeah, I'm sorry, we won it. So he passed right away on two. All I could do was search out a character. He ends up now searching as well, starting to dig his pieces out. I'm at 4 Dawn. I 2k out of his swing here. He ends up taking a life at 7, and I drop the Basil, knowing that he's not going to want to really swing into this because of just how low his life is here. Looking to see, end up taking, using the Bonnie effect to be able to draw 2 trash 1, I believe is her effect there. So now having 6 Dawn, seeing what I want to do, because I do know I want to starve him a little bit here, even though my plan is to really just take life. So he blocks initially with his character, who was a 6k blocker. Now with Robin, made him eat a life, so he does go to health, to his normal stats. Swing 7 at him again, he ends up countering out. I do have a Bonnie in hand, but I know he's waiting to use that hack to get rid of my Bonnie, so I'm trying to force him to use it earlier. He swings in, I end up hitting Kikinojo, which is getting to play it, which is great because he is at 3 life. So can just instantly play her. So my board's looking pretty good compared to his. He does have 2 blockers now, though, so this is what makes the game a little bit harder. Sabo just gets better and better over time, so his board is starting to get to catch up to mine quite a bit. So I end up swinging 8 with Kikinojo. He takes that, going down to 2 life. I'm debating what I want to do with the rest of my Dawn here. I have 6 left, so I swing 6 there. I swing 6 again because his leader is a 6k. That's what the dice on there is indicating. So swing 6 again with Basil. Then I use the other 5 to play Boa. Attach 2 more to my leader and swing 7. He ends up countering out of that as well with the 2k. Here he's thinking what he wants to do. He is thinking, he ends up playing the dragon, returning a few cards back to the bottom of his deck to play out another Sabo from grave, making his leader stronger, and then pretty much just leaves everything up here, and all of his characters get +1. Because with Boa, I ended up freezing his leader, I believe. So now back to my turn. He swung with, I think, one of the Sabos, because he still has 2 blockers here to all my swings. So this is where it got kind of tricky, because he does have the hack still. So trying to figure out how I want to do this. Looking at, I have full 10 Dawn. I don't think I drew into my Rush Bonnie. I know I didn't draw into Rush Bonnie yet. I know you can't really see my hand here, but decided to go with an Onami play, basically just to make him have to block something here. Swing big. He ends up blocking with hack and getting rid of my Kikinojo. Then I just start swinging in with all the rest of my stuff, 6s. He ends up countering out of all of it. And so far, from my Robin and my Basil, blocking a few of those or countering out. So I got about 5 Dawn left, figuring out what I want to do. Don't have the rush, so really trying to figure out. Ends up dropping another Boa to keep his leader from swinging at me again. So he ends up putting 2 Dawn onto his Searcher. Swings at my board, gets rid of my Boa, swings into life. End up hitting a Lilith, so gets a search and see. Pick something up here. I think I just picked up another 2k. I'm really trying to dig for this rusher so I can try to close out the game here, because he is just leaving up 2 blockers. I swing once, he blocks. He's got 1 blocker left. Swing again, he blocks. So now I just go everything, go for my Rush Bonnie. I finally found it. Made him take 1. Swing 7, he counters out of that. Then see what I want to do. Seeing if I want to go for his board for his last life or go for his board. He ends up countering out with an event, basically giving his character +4k and surviving that attack anyways. So now it's not looking great because his board's getting a little bit scary, and I'm just hoping he goes for my board more so than anything, tries to get rid of my rusher. He ends up swinging, I think, 7 at life. I have to take it. It was no counter. I think it was another Boa. Swinging again. I did hit the Usopp, which gives me +2k. So I'm hoping there's a chance here. Just need something with counter. I'm looking, seeing what I want to do. End up having to take it. It was another non-counter card. I used my last 2K. Basically, it was a Stussy. Yeah, and nothing. Didn't get any life out of triggers, which was unfortunate. Lost in the finals, but still got second, so we did pass with Bonnie here. Thanks for having me, Borzad Gaming. That was super fun. Now, on to the next leader. I realize as I'm trying to build that I don't have everything I need for Sabo, but I want to get him in early because I need to get these leaders done quickly. I already have everything for Ace and a couple other leaders, but when it comes to Sabo, I really wanted to play him next. And actually, this was one of the first ones, but I didn't get to do it.
Here.
So this is
we're going to try to do a speed run here of all the new leaders. OPO-13 has been out for a little over 2 weeks now, I want to say. But it's first locals we're getting to go to in a while. Had my son, which is why you might not see some of these videos. There's a little bit of a pause in there, but we're back to it now. So I'm hoping to speedrun all of them. We did get a sponsor for this, so you'll see some really awesome leaders. His link will be down in the description below. My bag's stuck, so let me grab it.
That's right, you didn't see it against Bonnie because I didn't get an alt leader there. But on our way in, we end up seeing a friend who has the 2 Sabos that we need to finish up the deck almost. So I end up seeing if there's anything he's willing to trade for. He ends up trading for this S-Snake that I have. So we end up getting the last few cards we need here, now at 4 for the Sabo. So we are good to go. Game 1, we end up playing against a green Zoro player, someone who is new to the game or just coming back after a while, which is great because I was also just coming back at this point after having that break and having my son. And also, I've never played this deck. I did realize after the fact, you'll notice this, if you look at my life, Sabo's supposed to be a 5 life leader. I'm playing with 4, and I end up playing the entire tournament with just 4 here. But it's okay. I do know I want to go second, so I end up taking second here. Not sure if that's great against Zoro. I think it's what you want to do, but either way, end up finding a Stussy, hoping that in case he 9-drops Zoro, I can drop the Stussy and kind of keep him down in that way. But Sabo, if you see, this art is pretty cool. Like I said, the link in the description for these custom cards that got sent to me will be down in there if you guys want to go and check out his shop. He's got a ton of great different designs there that you can go and see for yourself here. He ends up playing Perona, searching out, getting a Mihawk here. And this game, like I said, was kind of the first one back in. You'll see here, I end up taking a life, going down to 3. Now I'm at 4 down here, depending on what I want to do. Looking and seeing. Use 1 to search again. Here, I think I'm trying to get my hack. There we go. Found it. And then this kind of worked out here. Well, not really because I only have 3 Dawn. So I end up just swinging all in. He takes that after countering out of the first swing. So he's looking, or I swung into his searcher there. Next, he drops this, being able to rest my character and give 3 rested to Zoro. Swings into my searcher with his, and swings Zoro into my other searcher, and then swings into my life. I'm down to 2, but now the good news is I'm good to go. My leader is back, no longer a 4 K power leader. I really should be at 3 life again, but drop my hack, drop another search, look to see what I want to get here, and was debating here what I want to get. End up picking the dragon, get that, put 1 on so all my stuff gets +1 here, and swing 6 at him, or 7 at him, I believe. He ends up 2K'ing out. He's looking to see what he wants to do. He ends up dropping this Zoro here. Looking to see. Bouncing back his Perona. There was a ton of misplays here, again, because it was my first time and his first time in a while. He ends up using his character there to be able to rest hack when really he shouldn't be able to, because hack gets +4 in cost when he's on the board, which would totally change a lot of this, but it is what it is. You know, I didn't realize it. He didn't realize it. He wasn't doing it intentionally or maliciously. He just didn't realize what my leader did, and neither did I, because this was the first time I was playing it. But I end up getting this game here. We're going to move on to the next one just to kind of show you and continue on here, because my phone did die, so I didn't get all the footage. I just got another like few minutes or 2, but essentially what I end up doing here is I get to play out this, and then I believe the dragon, and this was enough to kind of overcome. I just kept swinging at his board. He didn't end up seeing 9-cost Zoro at all, and I end up just getting to go for game, getting rid of his Zoro here eventually, because he'll swing in and I block with the hack when I have another one. See, he rested again, but yeah, and then I end up dropping the Stussy just to get rid of some of his other bigger stuff that he thought he could hide behind, like he ends up trying to block her up in the end. As I mentioned, I didn't notice that my phone had died during that match there, so I ended up having to charge it all of game 2. We played against an ace, and luckily we saw 2 Stussies, so we're ready for their 9-beard here, and we had 1 dice roll taking second from them, making it so that they had to wait an extra turn to drop I am Whitebeard here. So this is the 3rd game now. We're playing against a Rayleigh, surprisingly, which is super cool. Again, this kind of guaranteed us the top, being able to get at least 2nd or 3rd, if, you know, with the bandit can be weird sometimes here. So we end up playing each other, hope each other good luck here. I go first. I think he had won the dice roll here. I search. He ends up dropping a boa, searching as well. Ends up getting the event. I go to 3. At 3 dawn, I put 2 on all 3. I don't think I had much in hand. He ends up taking, no trigger. And then I pass. Again, I played this whole tournament with only 4 life, not realizing Sabo was a 5 life leader. I did not even realize this till like weeks later when I was doing a different leader here. Again, we're only going to be showing this as part 1, guys, just in case you didn't know. We're going to be doing more leaders in part 2, the other 3. We're just doing 3 today. We showed Bonnie. We're showing Sabo now, and then we'll do 1 more. Then with the Dawn, I believe that is a hack. Yeah, for 4 Dawn. And then with my 5th Dawn, I ended up putting 1 on Sabo, giving everything +1, and being able to swing 5. I think he ends up blocking out. He now has Sanji, and he has his Luffy here, both 2 really good cards. Key cards for Rayleigh. I don't know what his matchups were. I forgot to ask him that got him this far, but Rayleigh's still a really strong deck, especially if you're not expecting it. I think it could be pretty good against Zoro, honestly, just because of how wide you can go and how fast you can do it. So he ends up, I believe, countering out of my leader swing here. Or no, he ends up using his cards for Luffy. That's why. Basically giving +2. I'm down to 1 health. This isn't looking too good for me, guys. But still want to win it. You know, ideally, we want to win these locals, not just top with them, but actually win the whole thing. So I counter out of his Luffy, or out of his leader swing, I'm sorry, here. And he still has his Sanji. Debating if he wants to do that. He ends up playing Rush Zoro, swings 6 there. I block it with hack and take out his Sanji, just because I don't think I could survive another swing there, and, you know, live with 0 life. I was able to have another hack 2 in hand, which is great. Put 1 on Sabo so that they get +1. Again, honestly, I don't think his Zoro should have even been able to kill my hack, looking back, because it should have had the +1, but we do what we got to do, I believe here. So then with my last 2 Dawn, we're looking, like I said, this is probably the most misplays, if anything. So feel free to let me know in the comments what you guys think I could have did better, other than making sure to have 5 life with Sabo here. He ends up showing me 2 again to give his Luffy, get his Luffy effect going. Again, just at least being at 6 makes this a little better for me. He swings in. I use 1 to counter out with my event. He's looking at what he wants to do. He puts his other Dawn there on him. He just puts all his Dawn on his leader. Debating what I want to do, I end up using 1 to just end up countering out once again with the same event card here. He used the rest of his Dawn to be able to Gum Gum Mole Pistol, one of my favorite cards, taking out my hack, but I end up taking out his Luffy with it anyways. I believe he doesn't have many cards, or maybe he does. I can't really see his hand size, but end up playing Dragon here, getting my hack back once again, making me feel pretty safe. Being able to have him protect me, swinging in, him going down to 2 life, me still at 1. Like I said, Sabo late game just starts doing a lot of work where some decks run out of gas or start having to kind of rebuild late game. Sabo just keeps getting better and better as the game goes on. So he's thinking, trying to figure out what he wants to do next. Looking at his hand here. I'm feeling pretty good at this point, knowing that I have Sabo at 6k power, a dragon on board, and a hack. He swings in, I just block, just because I don't know what he's going to do. I didn't know if he had another rusher or something. He drops a buggy, he's searching, pulls out the defensive event here. Drops another buggy, gets a mole pistol, which at this point I don't think is really going to help him much because he only has 2 Dawn left. He ends his turn with 2 Dawn up. I know he has that event, so everything's going to get -1, so adding this with Sabo makes it so that that's a non-factor anymore, other than the +2k that it's going to give the leader for 1 attack. I use a decent amount of the Dawn to play another Sabo, just to have another blocker, just in case I don't win it here. because I don't think I will right on this turn. So I end up swinging, I believe that's 6, 7, 8, 9 pet life. He's debating if he wants to take it. He ends up using a Nami and his event to counter out. Then with the Sabo effect, I put 1, I think, onto my dragon. I swing 10 with dragon because I think he's a 9 power. So swing 10. He goes down to 1 life now. He's debating what he wants to do. He's thinking about it. He's counting out his Dawn, counting out what he has in hand. He does have that mole pistol again. So yep, that's what he ends up doing. Mole pistol. Giving plus 2k. I think he just showed me the 2 mole pistols. No, he ended up paying it. But I think maybe my Sabo couldn't be KO'd by an effect. So he swings in with his buggy here. I end up countering out. I think he miscalculated. So I let him put another Dawn on. I blocked my Sabo. Just because I think either way I'm going to have game here. I let him like take it back and put another Dawn on. So I play Rush Dragon here. Basically swing my Searcher into his buggy. He counters out of that, surprisingly. Then I just end up going with my first dragon. Swinging in big. 9. He uses 1 Dawn. Basically to protect it. Everything it's -1, but because of Sabo's effect, basically cancels everything out. So then I'm going to swing 6, 7, 8. He blocks out. I swing a dragon and end up just taking out his board. Just rather be on the safe side, be safe than sorry. Because again, I don't think he's going to be able to get game here no matter what. Even if he sees like a Rusher, like a Kitten Killer or a Zoro. I have, I believe, 2 event cards in hand that would protect me. So, feeling pretty good. He ends up Boa. Swings into the dragon. I Black Vortex him, so he can't really do anything there. I get plus 4k and his leader effect can't be activated. So now, this is when I just go for game. I had gone safe that first time, played my second dragon, and he counters out of that. Swing again with my next dragon. He takes, and final swing with dragon to take the game. I'm excited to get more games in with them. Glad we topped with them in our first locals so that we could just kind of keep going. The goal would be hopefully just to be able to do all of the leaders, hopefully in this video. We'll see. But hey, we got Sabo. Next, maybe Ace. Don't have anything yet for... Ace is built. Roger's ready. Emu, I need to find the SRs. Alright, the wife is being awesome and letting us take another day to try to knock out this quick mini-series of all the new Op-13 leaders yesterday, and now we are going to play Rogers. Let's go. Alright, so it's either between Ace or Roger. We still don't have what we need for Bonnie. We still don't have what we need for to finish up Emu. I'm missing the SR, basically the main piece of Emu that makes it work. I'm missing 3 of the 5 Elders cards. With Bonnie, I'm missing like a lot of random little pieces of things. Hopefully tonight we can pick some of it up. My goal is that between playing the locals, hopefully one time with Rogers and one time with Ace, will get us the packs. Pretty much everything I need is just OPO13 stuff. So I only got 1 box so far. That's where I pulled the manga Sabo from. But we're on a hot streak. I'm feeling good about this. And this is way, way better and more exciting of a streak than where we currently are. Again, I don't know when this is going to come out, where we'll be in the normal series of OPO1. But we're going to be closing out OPO1 hopefully here in December, in the next few weeks, as we go into December here. Right now it's day after Thanksgiving. It's Black Friday, and so going to locals that has an event. We'll see if they have any sales or anything there as well. That's right, we don't even have everything that we need just yet. We only have one Roger for all of our decks, so I'm making sure that that's in there. I actually did get to find some other stuff here, which was good, that I got to trade for to create the Bonnie that you saw at the beginning of the video. Like I said, sorry that this was kind of a little out of order, but I wanted to showcase Bonnie first and foremost and save the best for last. And while wasn't sure between Ace or Roger, or if I'd be able to build anything else in the time between getting there or not, I ended up deciding to go with Roger here. So I'm taking the cards that I need out of Ace for Roger here, which is mainly Roger himself, along with a few other things that you'll see in the games here. So we're pretty excited here. There's a pretty good crowd this Friday night. I'm ready to go. I have my Sonic deck box here, or Super Shadow, I'm sorry, deck box here. Don't even know my own name, and are ready to go. We see a few friends, but we are getting ready to go. Like I said, decent amount of crowd, a decent amount of people here ready to play One Piece. So should be a fun, long night here. You're going to see some great games that we're going to play. They were also doing, I guess, a Magic draft that night for the new set that had come out. So game one starts, though, and we are playing against good old green girl here, Uta. I had to think for a second of her name. Super sweet Matt. Reminded me of my Digimon days. I used to play Digimon back in the day before One Piece was out. I believe they won the dice roll, and I think they take second from me, if I remember this right. Again, this was the second night out that week that we were playing One Piece. Again, if you don't know what Roger does, kind of crazy. You have to attach one Dawn to him in order to even just play until you're at 10 Dawn here. So end up getting with 2 Dawn. One has to go attached to Roger, so can't really do much there. The other one has to go. The other one I can do whatever I want with, the rest of the Dawn. Yeah, so I think I went first. Couldn't do anything on turn 1. Turn 3, drop the Searcher. Now swinging 7. Or I'm sorry, I think 6 with him. Or no, it's 7. Yeah, 7. Play my Search event here. Or my ramp event. That's what that does. And then using the rest to ramp once again. Get me up there. You have to ramp really quick with Roger. If you're not seeing your pieces and you're not ramping, you are pretty much losing. He ends up dropping the new Uta, the alt, which is pretty cool, along with another character as well here. I end up countering out of that swing from both leader, but end up taking 1 there. So I'm already down to 3 life, which is not great when I'm facing a 5 life leader and he's still at 4. So dropping everything to be able to drop my Silver Israeli, which has Rush and a built-in ramp for me. So he ends up countering out, I believe, or yeah, countering out of it. We do take out one of his characters, though. That Sanji is super annoying, though. Being able to bring up Dawn is kind of crazy. I do take a life here, get to counter out what I can to try to stick to 2. He's still at 4. I'm now finally good to go at 10. So I'm able to drop the Shanks and take out his Sanji. He does have 2 blockers still at Luffy and with the other Uta there. So he's got 2 Utas, a Luffy, and his Uta leader. He is down to 2 life now, though. And between my Rayleigh and my Shanks, I'm feeling pretty good until he drops his own Shanks to get rid of mine. Swings in, I counter out. Use all my Dawn again to play another Shanks, which helps. He counters out again. Debating what I want to do since my leader is a 7k leader, which is really strong. Really, Rogers is missing his promo leader. His promo character card, which would be really, really helpful in the deck. But Shanks is putting in work for us here. I am kind of worried because he does have a really strong Shanks and he does have the blocker Luffy still. He is down to 1 life, though, to my 2. So we're seeing what he wants to do. He ends up dropping another Luffy here, blocker Luffy, which lets him play out the Nami that searches for him. He swings 7 at me, which means I only need to give him 1k. He swings with his big Shanks. I take that one. I'm down to 1, so we're pretty close game, 1-1. Drop Whitebeard, which I think really helps me here because it makes me a 9 life leader, leaving 1 Dawn up for me, and everything has -1 on his side of the board. So really just kind of widening that gap a bit more between us. He ends up blocking with his Luffy here and countering out to keep it alive. I swing it with Shanks. He blocks with his other Luffy. So yeah, it all comes down to this turn here. Is he going to be able to KO me even though I'm a 9 life leader? I have a few things in hand. I have 1 card up, or 1 Dawn up still, and he ends up dropping, I believe, another Shanks, the one that lets him use all of his Dawn over again, which is kind of scary. He swings big. I end up with his Shanks that he can't attack with, End up using this. This is my favorite card in the whole deck. You'll see the deck list at the end if you watch the end, by the way. Basically, minusing 1 to everything on his board now. So everything's a -2, and my leader's a +2, who's already 7. So feeling pretty good about him not being able to swing in with much here, even though he has some Dawn left over. Debating what he wants to do here. Sorry that his leader kind of can't be seen on board here. So he ends up passing, leaving some Dawn up. Yeah, that just widened the gap so much. Being able to have Shanks on board, Newgate, and then that event. Oh, I run a 4 of. I'll just tell you guys that now. It's such a good card, I think, for Rogers. Just to help, like I said, widen that gap, even for scenarios like this when your opponent can go really, really wide. End up swinging just really big with Whitebeard. He ends up playing this event that lets him return everything basically back to his hand. Doesn't think he has enough, though. I'm like, okay, I put everything else on Rogers or Shanks and we win. Game 2 starts, and we are playing against a red-blue Rosinante. If you don't know what he does, basically he can be blocker to pretty much protect his board. Kind of crazy, really unique mechanic here that you don't see too often in One Piece. So yeah, he had apparently won his first game. I'm assuming that this deck is probably built very similar to like red-green Sanji Zoro. So it doesn't really change much for us. We just want to be able to ramp as quick as we can, get to 10 Dawn, and get us through so that we can do basically what you saw in that first game. Play out the Shanks, create a really wide board. I think I end up going first, so again, can't really do anything because I have no Dawn to use. He uses his 2 to play a blocker that lets him look at his top 3 or rearrange. I ramp with my existing Dawn here on my 4 Dawn turn or 3 Dawn turn to go to 4. That now puts me at 6. I'm back on the even curve here. Ramp again. So again, seeing that back-to-back, like I said, if you're not ramping, you're not winning with Shanks here. Or with, I'm sorry, I play the Shanks out with Rogers is what I meant to say here. So didn't see what I picked up here with the Shanks, but end up swinging in. He ends up 2K'ing out. Swing 6 with my leader here. Drop a buggy to be able to ramp again. Like I said, we just need to ramp as quick as we can, because they're just going to be trying to swing in. He does play this Cavendish that lets him draw 2 every time he attacks in. And then he puts everything on Mihawk, which is crazy too, from his last turn. And that hurt, but we do have enough now to basically get out Silver's Rayleigh. Swing Buggy into his rested character. Swing Rayleigh into his life. And then I swing into... I don't know why I left up his... Cavendish, but maybe because I just knew that there wasn't really much. I was feeling pretty good, and knowing that he might protect that, but he might not protect the rest of his board. So he swings again with him. End up countering out. Not too worried now that I have all my Dawn, basically making me a 7K leader, knowing that I would have to always invest at least 1 Dawn onto that. Maybe that's why I did that initially. Could have been a misplay. Maybe should have tried to take that out sooner, but wanted to guarantee his board here. He ends up just blockering up, knowing he's at 2 life and I'm at 1. End up going 8 again to play another Rayleigh, resting one of his blockers here. Swing my Searcher into his. Swing Rayleigh into, I think I did his, yeah, Cavendish here. He blocked with his leader and ended up countering out, but then I ended up getting his Cavendish. So now he's got no board. Still at 2 Dawn, or 2 life to my 1. He does swing his leader into my Searcher. And then drops the 9-cost Shanks. Popular card we're seeing today, first 2 matches here today. So he's debating what he wants to, what else he wanted to do, but he ends up just leaving 1 Dawn up, I think. So now we're at 10 Dawn again, full power. Full power Rogers is scary, so swing 9 at him. He takes that. Swing pretty big with Buggy here, leaving me with 3 Dawn. Swinging in with Rayleigh. I don't know why I left this 3 Dawn. Here, let's see. Oh, I know why. So got him to 0 life. He does have his Shanks here, but I left that 3 Dawn up because, let's see, I think he's debating what else he wants to do here. End up taking the Rayleigh, and then he puts the rest on his leader, and I basically have 2 of the events, and then had more than enough to counter out. So he knows that's GG there, because I pretty much baited him into swinging with his leader. There's nothing else he really could do, so we had that game.
Round 3, look who we have. On Zoro. All right, let's do this.
If you don't know who that was, that's our friend Fresh Packs. I'll leave his YouTube channel in the link as well below. He's been featured in the channel before. He's actually helped us complete some other decks that we needed. He helped us later on with Emu, and I believe with getting the Bonnie pieces. So go check him out. He's a pretty awesome guy. I know he's making a lot of new content here. So he's on Zoro tonight. Feels bad to have this friendly fire here, but we are in the semifinals, I believe, here. Whoever wins this goes on to play in the finals and would basically guarantee me at least top 3, basically, to be able to top the event here. I believe he ends up going first. I think I won the dice roll here. You can go back and double check that on me. Could be wrong, kind of missed it while we were talking here. But finally, on my 2-Dawn turn here, be able to play Shanks, I'm sorry. And then the event here, so then I swing 7 with my leader. He ends up taking out my leader and taking a life from me. Yeah, I believe I went second here because he's only at 5 Dawn. So he played his Tashigi. I ramp again, play a Bonclay, ramp again, putting me at 9 Dawn already. So then I swing again, he 2Ks out. He is now at 7 Dawn. See what he wants to do. I'm praying my Bonclay can live to see another turn here. If he Tashigis me again, I know Bonclay's not lasting much longer, but I wanted to set him up early, not just for the ramp, but just in case he does drop 9 Zoro, makes him have to think twice to be able to do that. He swings big with Tashigi here at my life, debating what I want to do. I end up countering out of that, and then he's debating if he wants to put the rest on Zoro or not. He does. He does. He almost left one up. I end up taking that. Down to 2 life already. Again, kind of scary with Roger, but you kind of have to early on just to be able to get to the 10 Dawn turn here like we do. Basically, I copy his Tashigi, swinging out his life. Use the rest to be able to play Shanks, minusing everything down. And then I swing into his Tashigi just to get rid of that, leaving me with just my Roger swing, my leader swing. He counters out of that. So not too bad. We're feeling pretty good here, having Shanks out. Him being at 3 life, me being at 2. He ends up playing another Tashigi out. Like I said, I was just hoping Bonclay got a turn. He ends up swinging at Bonclay with his 3. I counter out with a 2K here. And realize I think that I misplayed, so I end up having to take the life anyways. Because I didn't realize, I think I might have forgot that Shanks doesn't minus on the leader, so I just said whatever. I already pitched the card. He ends up protecting with DMG, his leader against mine. Then I start using on my Dawn, play the blocker here, don't get the added ramp, which is fine. Just decide to go pretty wide, drop this other character that basically gets plus 2K when I have, I think it's 8 or more Dawn or 6 or more Dawn, I can't remember, but goes from a 4 to a 6. So just trying to get really wide so that I can try to go for game here. Leaving 2 Dawn up. What's helpful is a lot of times people don't know what I'm even leaving the Dawn up for. Maybe they think it's a rad beam. I don't think people think it's what it normally is and what it has been. And what you'll see here, he ends up resting both my blocker and my other attacker, which makes me nervous. Like, oh man, is he going to swing into that, or is he going to try to go for game? He ends up playing another Tashigi, giving his other 3 there so he can do that. He swings at my 6 cost. I'm debating what I want to do, but decided to do it. Yep, use my color of armament hockey, basically minusing down and protecting him. And another one, so that everything on his board gets minus 3K essentially, which is great. So that just kind of wrecked his day there. Because now he can't really swing, can't really do much to my board, so we're all good, and he has 1 Dawn left up. So put 1 Dawn there to swing 7 at his leader. He ends up countering out of that. Swing 7 again, he takes. Swing 7 again, he counters out. I use the rest to play Rayleigh, and that pretty much guarantees me the game. I am getting a little nervous because over at the other table, the other undefeated is between a Lim player and someone who is top 16 before, so I am not sure who I want.
Final round. We got it no matter what, at least for the challenge. Playing Lim.
That's right, we end up in game 4, final round versus purple-green Lim here. A deck that is super super known for going really wide. And I'm not even sure what support. Again, the set had just come out within 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks here. And I have no idea what, if anything, even in OPO13 that helps makes Lim stronger, or if Lim just gets better as better matchups here, or it's just consistent matchups. So we end up doing what we normally do here, search out, getting our Roger right off the bat, knowing that like Lim likes to block her up near the end with the Dofis and other characters here. Being able to rush past all that at 0 life would be super helpful here in the end. So ended up playing Buggy. While I like to keep Buggy in hand, it was the only thing I really had, I think, to be able to ramp. He ends up searching with his Lim as well. I'm at 5 Dawn, I believe. Crazy thing is we both ramp really hard here as well. And Lim, if you don't know what she does, can basically cheat out big bodies like that, like Dofi, and then be able to restand stuff like crazy. So their board is pretty protected. And removal is not that big of a thing in this set here because of things like Emu. End up playing my own character here, bigger character, to be able to ramp some more. Figuring out what else I could really do here. Swing with Buggy at his rested character, just because I know the more rested stuff he has, the more he can keep restanding things. Swing in big with my leader, and he ends up taking that. Down to 3 life, so we're tied right now, 3-3. This game, I was so nervous because I'm like, man, I'm not seeing the perfect double ramp that you want to see back to back. We did see the Buggy, and then we did ramp with our other character, but still not great, because we still have some Dawn up and he's ramping just as fast against us. So really have to try to protect my life as much as I can. He's swinging in pretty hard and his board's getting wide and getting scary with Mihawk and Dofi now out, and being able to restand them. So trying to figure out what to do. For starter, Buggy into his other Lim, just so that you can't keep restanding stuff with it, because I think that's part of its effect. At end of turn can restand a film card, I believe it is, or Odyssey card, that's what it is. So end up leaving at my 10 Dawn turn, dropping Newgate here, making me a 9k leader, leaving 1 Dawn up with 1 life. He is also down to 1 life now after swinging with my other character here at my leader, my 9k leader. And he didn't want to block with Dofi because I think he wants to try to go for a game. And so, again, does he know what I have? Does he not know what I have? You can probably take a guess at what the event is. I only run 1 event in the whole deck. Again, I'm going to show that deck list right here at the end after this game, no matter what. He ends up dropping the Shanks that basically lets him use all his Dawn over again just to be able to put onto his characters, which is kind of scary. First I was like, yes, he wasted all his Dawn, and I was like, no, it's just a really strong character that's going to be on board now. So I'm seeing what he wants to do. He does have that blocker, so waiting to see. He does have all his Dawn still, so he ends up putting 2 onto Dofi, swinging 8. He swings into my character, so I was like, shoot, okay, gotta see what else he's gonna do here. I was kind of happy because, again, I do have Roger in hand. He swings Lim into my Buggy, drops another Dofi to block her up. I'm praying at this point that he just goes for my life, though, because if he does, then I could freely play Roger. He does swing at my life, and I end up just taking it, knowing that he didn't have anything else here. So now I just drop Roger, swings 7 into life. He DMGs out, swings 9, basically because he can't block anything, and we win it, and we win our last round. So that is 3 for 3. Said we're speed running. That's what I did for Roger. Worked out pretty well. 2 for 2. So guys, that was part 1 of our speed run for OPO13. The other part should be out hopefully here in a few days once I get everything edited and up and running. Let me know what you guys think of this format here. A little bit low production, but wanted to get this out to you before OPO13 was even over. So let me know what you guys think. What deck are you most excited for coming up here in OP14, or what have you been seeing a lot of success with, or just been having fun with in OPO13? Hopefully you enjoy it, and you can see here the winner cards. And if you want to see the other deck lists, or just see more of my thoughts on the game overall, make sure to go check out my TikTok as well, and I'll leave a link for that down in the description. But until then, guys, have a great day. Know that you are valued and loved, and I'll see you soon. If I pull anything, you need too. Okay. We can see, I'm not sure.
Yeah, those are pass.
Huh.
There's one listed for 38, but then the next highest is 65.
For these guys?
Yeah.
You just open this?
Yeah, that's what he pulled.
Yeah.
Because I need these. And I don't know what they're at right now.
I can take a look.
I also need that. Oh shit.
Trying to see. Nothing on this one. I'm at nothing so far. Oh, something here.
Nope.
Oh, Kuma. I need Kumas too. So that works. Got one back. Let's see.
It's like 25.
Okay. I did get a winner Kuma too. And I pulled a Kuma. Where did my winner go?
Would you want to trade winner for winner? I don't know their value, but
I don't either. Yeah, at least we still got a winner.
that's true.
I don't even know where it just went, honestly. Sorry, did you find it?
Yeah, so this one's like 25, and this one's...
Trade or buy winners if I get duplicates. So like if I pull another Kuma, I would be like, yeah, just give me it. If I pull another one though, I'll let you know. So hey, that's not bad. Yeah, I think less bricks is better. Just with the play style, because again, you're ideally trying to get out this. You're getting this out the turn before. So you already have this they're trying to deal with. So then they're trying to go for games. So dropping this or this, and then having this in hand is so helpful. Which you can parry off of this. And if this is already on board, like I said, it's just so strong.